of social media, as you can see on your screen, the world of social media. And so we're coming to dive into a lot of stuff. We're going to look at what social media is, number one. We're also going to look at what social media is not. We're also going to look at advantages of social media. Then we'll dive deep into social media for business purposes and for services. We're also going to look at social media for fun and entertainment. We're going to look at the bad side of social media, how to use social media wisely, why we must be careful on whatever we post on social media, and then we'll look at how to customize our social media algorithm so that we only see what we get on social media. And as we dive deep into the world of social media and everything, I'll do well to reply to each and every comment. And so that is just by the way. And so we're just getting started. If you just joined, if you're watching me on YouTube, kindly drop your name and where you're watching from so that I give you a special shout out. I hope you can see and hear me clearly. If you're watching me on Facebook, same thing. Your name, where you're watching from, and then we move. Just as I said, we're looking at the world of social media, as you can see on your screen, and it is going to be very, very interactive. And leave comments, and we'll attend to that very soon. And so we're looking at what social media is, number one. When we say social media, we all know what social media is. But then for the layman, social media is an online tool for communication, sharing, and networking. So, number one, first and foremost thing is communication. Number two, sharing, as in sharing information. And then three is networking. That is just basically what social media is. And so when we say social media is all around us. We have a lot of things on social media. We have a lot of social media apps. We have WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. So those are social media apps. Now, social media, just as I said, is a communication networking tool, a tool that allows us to communicate with each other, a tool that allows us to network, meet new people. Social media is a tool for self-expression. If you want to express yourself, if you want to pour out your heart, if you want the world to know whatever you are going through or whatever you are thinking, then social media is the tool. Then social media is a marketing and business tool. Many businesses are leveraging on social media. Many people are leveraging on the power of social media to reach wider audience and make sales and make money and a whole lot. And so that is what social media is. Now, what social media is not? What social media is not? Number one, social media is not a mirror of real life. Take that in your mind, put that somewhere. Social media is not a mirror of real life. And so take note of whatever you see on social media. Whatever you see on social media is not real. In fact, social media is not a real world, it's not a real life. And so do not treat it as it is a real world or a real something. Social media is not a mirror of real life. Many things on social media, in fact, the majority things on social media are faked. People are living lifestyles that in actual physical lives they are not living. People are faking it. And it's not something that is very rare. It's very common in social media. Even your celebrities, your artists, your influencers, most of them are faking it. They are doing fake life on social media. And so number one is social media is not a mirror of real life. It's not something that you should actually take into heart or take personal, because nothing on social media is real. Number two, social media is a platform for self-expression, a platform for freedom without responsibility. Social media is not, you can be able to express yourself on social media, but whatever you post on social media, whatever you say on social media, you have to be responsible for it. You have to account for whatever you are saying on social media. And so social media is not a place for freedom without responsibility. Even though there is freedom, there has to be responsibility as well. I hope we are clear on that. And then number three is social media is not a magic shortcut to success. More times I have people in my DMs that be like, "Oh, help me get this thing on social media. I want to trend." Even in my own house, my mother used to tell me some things, and sometimes I laugh because sometimes you be like, "Oh, charming got to social media and by now yenya sika would have gotten so much money from social media." See, people think that social media is something that is a shortcut. It's magic to success. Once you're on social media, you are successful. That is totally false. That is a lie. Social media is not a shortcut to success. It's not a magic way to success. In fact, to be able to be successful on social media, you need to put in the work. You need to do the work. You need to strive. You need to hustle on social media so that you are able to get some returns from it. And so that is what social media is not. Now let's look at the advantages of social media. What are the advantages of social media? What do you think social media is? If you're watching, let me know in the comment section. Drop your name, where you are watching from, and let me give you a shout out, and let me see if you are on here. Now, social media advantages. Number one is to connect with friends. Social media connects us with friends, family, new people. So you be there, you be on social media, then you see a profile of your old friend, somebody you knew years back, somebody from school, somebody way back. Then you connect to the person and you are happy. You get to also meet new people, you connect with your family members. And so that is the advantage of social media. Also, social media provides real update on information. When something happens nowadays, you don't even need to go and watch the news anymore. As soon as it drops, the update is there. The information is spreading fast. And so social media helps us disseminate information faster and also provides real-time updates to information. Also, the third advantage of social media is that there are educational content on social media, and there are contents for self-improvement. And so social media helps us educate ourselves, helps us produce educational content, helps us watch educational content and content that will help us improve ourselves. Then also look at access to global communities and events. And so whatever you're doing on social media, there is a community that you can join. There are events that will take place, let's say in UK, US, and you might not necessarily have to be there to enjoy the event, but then you can join the event on social media. And so that is just another importance of social media. It is a way for us to join events and communities online or on the globe. And also, let's look at social media for businesses and marketing. Now, social media is not just a tool for communication and networking. It's not just something that we go on there and we chat and we have fun. There is business on social media. You can make money on social media. You can do business on social media. And so the first thing is digital marketing. What is digital marketing? Simply marketing made digital. And so at first you'd have to carry this your product and then walk to a physical person, pitch an idea to the person, tell the person why he or she needs that device, why he or she should buy from you, and you market yourself, or you tell people about what you are selling. Now, digital marketing is simply that made digital. And so right now, you don't need to have a physical store. You don't need to have a physical location to be able to do marketing. With the power of social media, you can be able to as well market yourself. And so that is the beauty of social media, digital marketing and product promotion. Now, on social media, you can be able to promote your products. You can be able to share your products to reach a wider audience. You can be able to sell your products to get more sales. And now people are even making more sales online than offline. There are businesses that are cashing out online, people that are making massive amounts of money online. There are people that have businesses built on the online infrastructure. They don't have physical locations, but then when it comes to online, they are operating online, they are doing the work online, and it's massive and then marvelous. Number two is customer service and support via DMs. And so right now, at first, before you make a complaint about something to a company or a brand, you might have to walk to their office to make that complaint, or perhaps you'd call them on phone. But then right now on social media, the support is easy. You can just connect to them via the DMs and connect to them on social media, and whatever problems or whatever troubles you are going through would be solved. Then also we will look at brand visibility and trust building. Brands are becoming visible. Social media is a way where you can position yourself to make your brands very, very visible to others, and your brands make reaching millions of people, getting in touch with millions of people. That is just the power of social media. Then also we'll look at influencer marketing and affiliate sales. Now, two things: influencer marketing. When you say influencer marketing, influencers doing the marketing for you. And then when we talk about affiliate sales, affiliate marketing, you do not have a product yourself, but then you help a company or a brand make sales or market their things, and whatever sales they make, you get a cut or a commission from that. Then also in-app purchases and shopping. On social media, Instagram, we have Instagram shops, Facebook marketplace, TikTok shops. Most of the social media apps have now added e-commerce to it. And so right on the social media app, you can do buying and selling. You don't need to go to an external app to be able to sell your produce or your products. And you don't need to go to an external app to be able to deliver your things. Everything is done online through the power of social media. Now let's look at social media for fun and entertainment. Social media for fun, entertainment. Now, social media is something that we all use. We all used to relax. We all used to have fun. We all used to, enjoy ourselves. Now, let me show you one or two pictures here. Right, social media for fun and entertainment. And so, social media, we're using the social media for fun. We're also using the social media for entertainment purposes as well. And so, we all know the guy on the screen, Kilentia. Now, as I'm scrolling through, you can see some images of people that you can see on social media, people who are very famous on social media as well. And so let's just go through. Let me just show you one of my favorite social media creators. Yes, Senior Man, Kilentia. Then also we have Senior Man Ben South. And so social media helps us to get entertained. These people entertain us, they keep us entertained. And so we have memes. It's not memes or I don't know. It's memes. Me. So memes. Doing short form comedy on social media and helping entertain people and entertaining Ghanaians as well. Then also we have music and other stuff. And so when we talk about music, this guy is also, making the waves on social media, making music or things concerning music and, entertainment, just as I said. And then social media is a place for relaxation and creative inspiration. Now, let me talk about the creative inspiration first. Now, when we talk of creative inspiration, when you're doing something and you need an idea, you need inspiration. Social media is a very good place to get such inspiration, because on social media, you'll be able to find a lot of similar content or content that will inspire you. Then also, a place for relaxation. You can relax on social media if you want to relax, if you want to release stress after a long day. You just go on social media. I said in Ghana, all you need is data and you'll be happy. Just go on social media and you find a lot of content that would make you happy, that would change your mood and then break from the stress. Now, we've looked at the good sides of social media. We've looked at the good sides. let's look at the bad sides of social media. What are some of the sides of social media that is not encouraged? Some sides of social media that is not the bad sides of social media. SIC Army, I see you, bro. Kofi Aduchum, may God bless you for joining this live. I see you. Bad side of social media. Number one, cyberbullying and harassment. A lot of people are being bullied. A lot of people are being harassed on social media. And so, social media, just as I said, it's not real life. Do not take things into it. If you are to follow what people are doing on social media, you wouldn't like it. And so, on social media, people can bully you a lot. There are people that just come to social media to just bully people. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to mention names, but then you know them yourselves. People have fallen victims to cyberbullying. When we talk of cyberbullying is simply bullying people using social media or using social media as a tool to bully people. And so that is cyberbullying. There are a lot of people who bully people on social media. I'm not going to mention names, just as I said, to maintain decorum. But then there is a lot of cyberbullying on social media. People are harassing people on social media. Somebody does a private something with somebody and then the person leaks it on social media just for clout. And so beware when you're on social media, take note, put it at the back of your head that you can be bullied or you can be embarrassed. Social media is like a no man's land. Now, number two is mental health concerns. As we're talking about bullying, harassment, sometimes it can take a toll on you. It can have an effect on you. Your mental health can be jeopardized. Your emotions, you can get emotionally triggered, you can get emotionally down, you can get emotionally affected, and so mental health concerns. Another aspect is like comparison. Just as I said, nothing on social media is real. Social media doesn't mirror real life, and so you'll be comparing yourself to what you see on social media, the life people are living in social media, and you'll be wanting to live such a life. You'll be comparing yourself. God, why not me? Why am I not living this life? And then it affects you emotionally. Then also we look at privacy and data security concerns. Nothing on social media is private. I beg you, please note that nothing on social media is private. When you are on social media, nothing on there is private. Nothing, as I said, nothing is, whatever you post on the internet stays there forever and ever and ever. And so there is also privacy concerns. What you are posting on social media, should it get into the hands of wrongdoers, you might find yourself in some bit of trouble. Then we come to look at scams and fraud, people frauding people on social media. Most of the fraud cases that are happening nowadays, 98% social media. People are scamming people with social media. Identity theft, people pretend to be who they are not. And then also, just as I said, personal safety concerns. And so those are the bad sides of social media. Those are the bad sides of social media. There are also good sides of social media as well. Just as I said, there are good sides of social media. There are things that are good that you can benefit on social media. But then let's look at how to use social media wisely. Because a lot of us use the social media, but then we are not using it wisely, or we are not using it for its intended purposes. And so we need to be using the social media wisely. And how do we use social media wisely? Number one, think before you post. What did I say? Think before you post. Before you make any post on social media, before you put out any content, think about it. In the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, if you were to see that, would you still be proud of it? Now, let me even bring this down to the barest minimum. When I was in SHS, I used to post some photos. At that time, I thought, I've posted the best photos in the world. But years back, as I grew up, I had to go and turn all those photos to private, because if someone was to chance on those throwbacks of mine, it would have been a disaster. And so that is just on the surface level. But then whatever you post on social media, think about it. Is it going to have an effect on someone? Is somebody going to be affected? Would you yourself like that post when it is being shown to you in the next couple of years? Also, note that whatever you post online is not deleted. The internet does not forget. Now, let me give you a very clear example. A minister of state in Ghana, Honorable Samuel Nate George, when he was in opposition, he used to, be very vocal, criticize the then government a lot. And what happened was, on his vetting, on the day of his vetting, he was questioned on all those things. They asked him, they brought out receipts of things he had said on things that he had said on social media at that time, things that he posted on social media. And right now, he's living the consequences of the things he said. People are now throwing his words back at him because he said it out of position. Sam George used to be very, very, very vocal. He used to, you know, say a lot of things, and now people are pulling out receipts. People are bringing out receipts. Now, not only the negative side, if I'm talking about thinking about what you post, positive as well. Social media is having positive impacts on people. People like the Bar Stop Boys, Nana T, and co. This is a picture of the Bar Stop Boys. They are doing marvelously with social media. They're doing awesome things with the social media. In fact, not only Bastard Boys, my favorite blogger Kobiche is also using the social media as a tool to amplify his humanitarian deeds and amplifying goodness. And so it's not every time it has to be negative news and other things. And then we also have Nana T. Yes, very, very big guy, very great guy. On social media, he's making huge impacts, marvelous impact, just with the power of social media. And so, how to use social media? Use privacy and security sessions, and also limit your screen time. Make sure you're not posting too much. In fact, advise yourself, limit the number of times you post on social media in a day. Now, let me quickly, we're just getting to the end of the stream, even though we didn't start early, but the 9 p.m. has to be abided by. And so, let's quickly look at why we must be careful of what we post on social media. Number one, I said the internet does not forget. And so whatever you post on internet, it will come back to you one day. If you do good, the good will come back to you. If you do bad, same thing. Also, career consequences. Now, if you want to get a job nowadays, if you want to get a job, the employers scrutinize your social media profiles. They take a critical look at your social media profiles. And when they see that on social media you've done things that is bad, they can decline you that employment. A typical example is Ama Governor, a lawyer. She was refused admission into the bar because of the image she portrayed on social media. And so that is just one example. Now, employers are not just looking at your CV and how you perform at the interview, they are also looking at your social media things. Now, even some employers ask of your LinkedIn profile, your profile to LinkedIn, then they go and check it out. They see the things you are posting. They scrutinize your social media before. So be careful of what you post. Whenever you're posting, think about it. Meditate before you post. Then also overexposure and vulnerability. Not everything should be posted on social media. When you are posting on social media, be mindful of some of the things you post. Sometimes Negligence would make us leak so much information about us that we are not supposed to put online. Remember, there should be your physical lifestyle and social media lifestyle. Social media is a completely different world, and so we shouldn't overexpose things about ourselves. Now, if somebody wants to do something to you, just by looking at your social media, the person can get so much information from you and so much things about you and so much on you. And so whenever you're posting on social media, think about that. Make sure whatever you're putting on there is not overexposing you. Then we come to talk of the normal frauds and scams and other things and the vulnerabilities as well. Now, before I end, let me just quickly touch on this. How do you make sure that whatever you are seeing on social media is what you want? Because on social media, it looks as if we do not have control over what we see on our news feed, and so sometimes you see things that you yourself do not like. And so there is a way to customize your social media algorithm. Number one is by your engagement. Now, before I explain that, let me explain what an algorithm simply means. Now, an algorithm is just to make sure that they are showing you the right content at the right time to the right audience so that you continuously keep scrolling. And so the reason why you go to TikTok and then you spend so much time there is that they are showing you content you want at the right time. And so that is just the algorithm. Now, how do you customize the algorithm to something you like, to suit you? The first one, as I said, is by engagement. Engage only on content you like. And so if you see a post that resonates well with you, if you see a post that you like it, you comment, you engage it. In so doing, you are telling the algorithm that, okay, this is a content you like. And so the algorithm would keep on showing you things related to that. Okay. And so by so doing, it'll get to a time where you would only be seeing things you only like. Also, you have to mute and unfollow creators that share content that you do not want. And so if you think that a particular creator is sharing content that do not align with you, you can just mute the person or unfollow the person. There is no harm in doing that. It is not a crime. Also, search for things. Your hashtags and things you search for are also ways to customize your algorithm. If you search for a particular topic or you search for videos on a particular topic, you'd frequently be seeing videos on such. So a typical example is YouTube. If you've studied very well, if you go on YouTube, the things that you see on your news feeds are things that are relating to videos that you searched for or videos that you searched about. You get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching, I'd like you to leave a comment, your name, and where you're watching from, and I'll give you a special shout out. Also, review and adjust things you see on your feed regularly. Now, there was a time one man drew my attention to something, sorry, on Facebook. It was a long time I visited my Facebook profile, and I had a lot of friends who had stopped using Facebook, way back friends. And so what happened was that most of these people, their accounts were taken over by fraudsters and these hackers and all that. And I hadn't adjusted my Facebook settings, and so whenever you tag me in a post, it appears on my profile. And so, like, if you go and visit my profile at that time, you'll see a lot of pornographic materials. And the man just went to check out my Facebook profile and he drew my attention to it. The only thing that saved me, obviously, was because it wasn't a post from me directly. But then, however, I was still on my page. And so I had to go and unfollow all those people, unfriend them, block them, and then go and adjust my settings so that before something appears on my Facebook page, I have to accept it. And so if you tag me on Facebook, it doesn't necessarily appear on my page. I have to review it and accept it before I do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, social media is a great tool. It's a tool that is marvelous that we can use for a lot of things, a lot of benefits. But note that there are bad sides as well. Social media is just a tool, and so we have to use social media and not let social media use us. Also, let us make sure that our online presence affects our values, and so whatever we post, we should make sure that they align with our values, and be responsible, be kind, and be aware of whatever we are posting on social media. So ladies and gentlemen, just as we said, Tech Talk Live successful. Thank you so much for joining today's live stream. I hope you had a lot of fun. Next week will come your way with another interesting topic or another interesting fact, and then we go through together. This is Tech Talk Live, where we talk about tech live. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I will see you another time. Next week, we might have other audiences or other guests joining as well. And so you do not want to miss this. My name is Mehra. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye. Before I leave, on YouTube, if you've not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel at Mehra Multimedia Academy, please go and subscribe and put us on post notification. Facebook audience, please, I have a YouTube channel where I talk about tech, and so please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel and put me on post notifications so that whenever I post new content, you'd be notified.